Hi everyone, I'm Jimi Claymore. Today I'm going to teach you the fundamentals of punishing moves that are -50 frames on block. Learning how to capitalize on this situation is key to taking your game to the next level. Not all punishers are created equally. By point 10, we can rank the -50 frame launcher from easiest to hardest to execute. Here is my tier list. High is just a single input. The second tier is a directional input of a 50 frame move. The third one is 2 or 3 inputs, and the last one you need the perfect frame for the shotgun, or you need to input a wide standing move for the place. While many characters can punish at -50, these are the proper ones to punish those moves. Pro tip: a harder execution doesn't always mean more damage. For example, jump 4-6 PK it's quite difficult for what it gives. Similarly, with the Shoryuken, even with the fall damage, is a high risk bet because unsafe this could mess up. However, if your character lacks a dedicated launcher, you should use your more reliable high damage string like Jackie's 3PPP. What exactly should you be looking for? The rule of thumb in Virtua Fighter is simple. You can usually punish the following at -15. Fast launchers, moves around 70 frames that deal over 70 damage. Elbow strings, specifically those that cause a knockdown on the second hit. Combo strings, multi-hit attacks where the second hit guarantees a combo, and 3-hit mid strings, usually unsafe, final hit. Remember, the more attacks, the easier it is to time your punishment. The secret to consistent punishing isn't just fast reflexes, it's anticipation. To reach the next level, you need a strategy before the moves even hit your block. Punishing is, in many ways, very great. You need to get inside the mind of your opponent and try to figure out when they're going to shoot. For example, unsafe strings are used to force you to keep down on defense so they can keep offense with another kind of move. You can see this as a false advantage for an attack, since the string gives you time to get ready. The easy part is the punish, the hard part is doing the right thing. Now for Abare launch, I use some heavy disadvantages in order to be close or slow moves like offensive movements. Again, some people like to launch, some don't. It depends on your opponent's habits. Now we got the drills. You can use the record function of the game and do P-elbow or P-launcher. Don't go to the next step until you can punish around the 65% of the safe attacks. Now for the step 2 you can do this. Find a really aggressive friend that likes to knee launch a lot, or set the CPU at level 5 and do a normal fight. CPU tends to use launchers from time to time. In my personal experience, CPU tends to launch more if you try to throw a lot. But sometimes if you do really weird launches, not realistic but good for training. Just to keep in mind to reset the fight from time to time or the CPU is going to spam lows. And that's everything for now. Let me know in the comments if you want me to dig more into Punish game. See ya!